Nancy Nye, but Sharon Osbourne, Kelly Osbourne.
A funeral procession was held in Birmingham, the city where Ozzy Osbourne was born and raised. The parade was attended by tens of thousands of Black Sabbath fans who were crying, and the family of Ozzy Osbourne also present. Fans, family members, and friends of the heavy metal icon who passed away last week at the age of 76, 2 weeks after he gave his farewell performance at Villa Park, have gathered for a procession through the city center to pay their respects to the deceased. Sharon Osbourne, the beloved widow of Ozzy Osbourne, was overtaken with emotion due to the abundance of flowers and tributes that were left for her late husband. She had been married to Ozzy for more than 4 decades. As she funeral cortege arrived at the iconic Black Sabbath bridge, Sharon stepped out of the car and was flanked by their children, Jack and Kelly, who held her up as she burst into tears. Following closely behind was the couple's 3rd child, their rarely seen daughter Amy, and Ozzy's son Louis from his first marriage to Thelma Riley. But his daughter Jessica and adopted son Elliot, whom he shared with Thelma, did not appear to be in attendance, having also not been mentioned in the family's touching statement announcing Ozzy's death on July 23rd. At Black Sabbath Bridge, Sharon and the family, which included all of Ozzy's many grandchildren, laid flowers as the crowd chanted, "Ozzy, Ozzy." The Osbournes spent time looking at the heartbreaking tributes before raising their hands in a peace sign. They spent around 5 minutes at the bridge before returning to the cars and moving on with the procession. Flowers were thrown onto the funeral cars as the cortege moved down Broad Street. Huge crowds began gathering along the route hours in advance of the 1 p.m. start to pay their respects towards the singer whose songs included Paranoid and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Thousands of people were pictured taking their places not only on Black Sabbath Bridge, but along the city center route, along which his cortege would travel towards the Black Sabbath Bridge bench. The hearse carrying the singer's coffin passed the star's childhood home in Lodge Road, Aston, at about 12:45 p.m. on its route into Birmingham City Center. Flowers were placed outside the terrace property close to Villa Park since the singer's death, while the owners of the house put up a picture of Osbourne in the front bay window. The Jaguar hearse and 6 Mercedes funeral cars, accompanied by police motorcycle riders and a police car, drove slowly along the street watched by a handful of fans and the current owner of the house.